yeah, you've walked into 5D chess with multi-dimensional time travel, which neither of us have ever played before. All right, so we'll see how this goes.
I haven't even opened it up yet, so
I
better do that.
literally only opened it up to see if it would, if OBS, if I could make sure OBS would capture it. I had a little moment of panic the other day where I was trying to figure out if the game would actually let me multiplayer with other people, like in a private setting, because I didn't think to check that before I pitched the idea to you. We'll see how this goes, because yeah, with neither of us having dabbled in any of this,
Yes,
I'm sure it's
yeah.
all going to be shenanigans.
I'm not gonna have a clue what I'm doing,
No idea.
even though I know how to play chess. Well, I think I'm in.
Excellent. Looks like you're on first.
Now let's play English only, because I'm English. I am really confused on what just happened.
Okay, so you have moved a knight to a different timeline, and instead of creating paradoxes, it's created a parallel timeline where that knight that you moved has disappeared from that center row board to the other board, and so you have two knights now on that board and no knight on the previous board.
Are these two separate games, or are the games linked?
They're linked. I think, like, if you win at one of the boards, you win at all of them.
Right,
So,
right, okay. Oh!
before I submit. I have no idea what I did.
Right. Oh, I can play on the board that you've just submitted on as well. Oh, okay. Okay. What? What just happened?
Let's get the most confusion possible. So the knight can, instead of just moving like 2 squares forward and 1 to the side, it can move 2 squares forward and 1 board state to the past. So 2 squares forward and kind of like 1 vertically. So I use that to take your pawn there. I think that's how that works. Heaven help me, I'm just moving at random because I don't know how these pieces move when they're not acting like regular chess pieces. So I'm just trying to develop things at random to be like, how does this move once I can play it?
Yeah.
Fascinating, and I definitely want to get my queen out there just to see how they flipping move. I'd hate to find out the hard way, but it does make me wonder how many of these like parallel dimensions you can have running at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, infinite, I guess. Or, not infinite, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, totally. But like,
Yeah.
I wonder how many the game can handle, and if you can generate more than the game can handle.
So I can't move on any of the boards until
I submit my moves, yeah.
what just happened there?
I moved a bishop from one timeline to another, I believe. But it also switched square color because of that, because of the way it moves in time.
Right. This knight can go so many places.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. It's weird because I totally immediately understand how the rooks and the knights work in this game, but
Yeah.
like my mind has not yet made sense of the bishops or the queen.
Well, I'm just gonna keep things simple for now.
I am going to begin my next little science experiment because I am so gosh darn curious here. Actually, you know what? No, little science experiment. Gonna wait a sec.
Present. Present.
It does make me think that like end games become so much more inevitable in this one over a stalemate. One, because I can't imagine that there's a functional 3-move repeat rule that works with this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The other part of that thought process is that I assume that the more you move your king and the more board states you create, the more places your king is simultaneously where it can get attacked by other pieces.
I've just clicked on my queen, trying to put it somewhere else on the timeline. And there are so many arrows.
Yeah, no, it gets really interesting really fast, which I'm sure is too bad for me because I have enough trouble keeping track of like a regular game of chess. Oh, hey, Hasten the Moth. Yeah, you've walked into 5D chess with multi-dimensional time travel, which neither of us have ever played before. So this
What a
is
mouthful.
yeah, this is a lot of me kind of randomly flailing. Um, I'm going to try and coalesce things though in a potentially really dumb way. I might be about to start like a master class on resource mismanagement.
I've just realized your mouse is upside down. Also, what have you done to the timeline? Oh my gosh. Huh?
I'm trying to see if I can coalesce all of my queens onto the same timeline.
Oh god.
Instead of coalescing on the same timeline, it's created a new series of completely altered timelines.
Yes.
So, worry not, Moth. You're probably no less clueless than am I. Ah, yes. I think that was just a straight queen blunder in the fifth dimension right there on my part. I still don't wholly understand how these timelines interacted, so I was trying to get 4 queens on the same board. Instead, I like multiplied my confusion by 4.
I have no idea what to move on the bottom board. I'll just play a passing move then, why not?
I wonder how like I wonder if and how like en passant works with weird time travel shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, I've just realized that. Yeah, en passant is gonna be so weird. We just... What? What? Why is there a red line?
So
Line check or something?
the queen on that bottom board has the king on the top board in check, I guess.
But how? How does that make any sense? It's not even in check.
Well, because the queen on the bottom board is on the black square, and I guess I don't know, because it might have a clear line through the second top board through the. I don't get it. I have no idea.
I'm still in check. What? I don't understand. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Hey, Game Joy.
Help.
Yes, this is in fact 5D chess. I'm playing against a fellow streamer, the Flying Pig 7654. I always get the numbers wrong. And neither of us have actually figured out how to play this. We've both gone into 5D chess completely blind straight into a match with each other so that we can flail our way through, I guess. I feel like that that Hikaru meme where he's like, he could take and he could take. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna castle. All these potential options. I know nothing. Time to castle. Except I can't even do that.
I'm still in check for some weird reason that I do not understand.
Inadvertently, apparently, I made a great move with that queen. Oh my goodness. It's funny because I love to think that normally everybody in chat is just part of my collective processing power, and the more people we get in here, the more chance I have of making my way through any given puzzle. But I don't know if there are enough people in the world to dive into chat to make this any less confusing for me.
That's so true. This is just a what?
Yeah, that second bottom board really seems to be a bit of a pickle there, because that queen does seem to be in quite the position versus your king on the second top board, I guess.
I don't even know why. Like the king's boxed in.
Well, the king.
So I just ended up not making a move on it.
Except I can't do anything until you make a move. So I guess this is the ultimate stalemate.
Oh, I still have to make a move?
Yeah, you still have to make a move on that one.
Oh, I can't.
Oh no, it's good. It's good. Never mind. I'm just dumb. That's all. That's just some grade A shenanigans on my part. So Game Joy, I would love to type twitch.tv / the Flying Pig 7654 into chat, but my audio optical system will not allow me to type anything but like AB, ABCD, AB into chat. So if you're looking for a link, shameless self-plug here. Okay, fantastic. That works too. I was going to say, I've actually linked to his Twitch in my one of my latest YouTube videos that'll be showing up in half an hour on YouTube. More boards for the board deities.
Oh. Guess I should.
That's okay, Moth. Even if you're still buffering right now, you're not missing much. Just me trying to see how many board states I could possibly create.
I don't know why I'm in chat. I seriously have zero clue.
I love just scrolling back and seeing the veritable mass of boards that this has created, though.
Yeah.
I noticed when I was setting up the match, there's an option for a timer. I'm super nope on that right now for obvious reasons, but it would be interesting to see what happens when people try and play under timer conditions.
I'm still in check. Why am I in check? I don't understand. How do I get out of this loop?
Okay, so to my understanding, the queen can move diagonal through board states, and there's something about being in a line with that king. I don't know how. It might slip through the middle board.
Okay, that's... Then wouldn't that mean that I have to go back?
Like I feel like if you could advance that board state somehow. Maybe in one of the intermediary boards. The thing that like just destroys my mind is that it super matters how far along the timeline that each board is. Again, castles are easy, knights are easy. Everything else just rips aside the inside of my brain.
Exactly. I'm so bamboozled by this. Because it seems that I'm in check there, but I can't.
This does remind me of like comic book timelines.
Why am I still in check? I've moved out of the way. How do I get out of check here?
Well, that's the thing, is that the king that's several board states ahead has moved out of the way, but that past board state is in peril because of how it lines up with the bottom board state. Again, if I understand it, which is being very generous about anything.
I can just put another king here. What's the point of that?
It moved one king from one timeline to the other.
Yes. But does that even solve anything?
I feel like that's kind of a small, terrible game of double jeopardy there. I mean, I feel like if you've got a timeline that a king is just boxed in, it's great to nope out of that timeline, but that's a horrendous cost to pay to be like, also my like death squares have doubled.
I'm googling it. I don't understand.
Could you imagine somebody doing that in a chess match? It's like, I'm not in a very comfortable place in this board state. I'm far enough on the clock ahead. I'm just gonna pull out my phone and Google appropriate endgames for this situation.
It doesn't even come up with anything. Oh no.
You know, for there to be answers, that would mean that somebody would actually have to understand how to play 5D chess. Which I think is a very, very generous assumption of the human race.
Yeah. I'm still in check now. I don't understand what to do. Is there something I'm just missing here?
I wish I had a better grip on interplanar travel, but I am just a young robot. I have been operational in the world, all of 5 weeks now, so your guess is as good as mine. Ideally, I came into this with my objective to learn by fire, but I don't know if I'm actually learning anything. I can't even count the number of boards that are on here right now in my head without sitting there and pointing at the screen. And I still don't know anything more about this game than when I started.
This is just breaking my brain.
Can you submit moves without advancing that board state?
No, I can't. I should probably just resign at this point. Because like, there's so many things going on right now. I can't keep track of any of them.
All right, so we'll call this the accidental checkmate. So we'll call that a finish game.